Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Bit of a different kind of style video for you today. I don't usually do these, but I'm going to do a review video of this Journey carbon fiber travel guitar and its wooden counterpart. So exactly the same model, same size, same features, but in wood, because I'm kind of curious to hear the difference between the carbon fiber and the wood. A little bit of the backstory here. I'm doing an incredible workshop in a little tropical island called Petite St. Vincent in a few months, and I was a bit reluctant to take any of my matins or my Froggy Bottom over there where it's going to be potentially very humid, possibly wet, planning to do some lessons on the beach. So I started looking at carbon fiber guitars. Thought that might be an interesting thing to check out. Got in touch with Journey Instruments, and they very kindly sent me these two guitars to check out to see if they're going to be suitable for the workshop, and I thought I'd do a review while I'm here because I very often get asked from people doing my other workshops around the world, what's the best way to travel with your guitar, and the idea of these things folding up into an overhead bag is pretty incredible. So I've had this out for a few days. I've been really enjoying it. It's yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about the sounds and spec on that in a second, but what I thought I'd start with is a quick unboxing. Now, when I unboxed the carbon fiber one, it was in tune out of the box, which really just blew me out. I literally connected the neck. Oh, you'll see in a second. So let's just check that you can actually see all of this. So this is like shipped direct. I haven't had this out of the box yet at all. Looks like it's come directly from China. Well, there we go. I think they did stick in an extra pickup-y thing or something for me, so it's unzipped at the top where they actually, it wasn't a pickup, it was a hat. They sent me a hat because I like wearing hats. Hey, so look, this is the guitar. This is a TSA sized carry-on bag. It fits the whole guitar with a bunch of other pockets as well, so you can store a laptop or whatever in there. I think that's already like an incredible thing to have that as your guitar. It weighs about 3.5 kilos, the bag with the guitar in. The guitar weighs about 2 kilos from what I've read on the thing. I haven't actually weighed it myself. But the idea here, this opens up. Now, what's really weird about this is that the body of the guitar and the neck are separate. So just going to undo the strings that were holding the neck bit. I unzip this bit here and get the neck out, which is, oh, I've got to unzip it a bit further. That's why it was being difficult. So there's the neck. It's just does my head in that it comes apart like this. So there's the neck of the guitar. There's the body of the guitar. Now I'm just going to pop the bag down on the floor for a second. There's something else in there, but I don't know what it is yet. I'll worry about that later. Okay, so yeah, you can see that they're quite disconnected. Now I'm making sure that I've got the strings lined up, but it's actually pretty simple. That the guitar neck fits into a little pocket here. You pull it back, click, and then there's a screw on the back here which you tighten up. Apparently it's important to get it properly tightened in order to get it in tune and set correctly so the neck is in a good place. I'm not going crazy there, but that's pretty tight. I must say the first impressions are this looks a lot better than I was anticipating, actually, to be honest. Oh no, it's got, I think they've upgraded me the electrics as well, so we'll talk about that again in a second. Let's just see if it's in tune or not. I mean, yeah, I'll be surprised, but here we go. C chord, you ready? Should bring my microphone in, actually. Not bad. Okay, so it's not exactly in tune. I don't need to bring that microphone in for now, actually. But I mean, that's actually, considering it's literally just had the neck completely detached and it's been sitting in a case and flown across the world, I think that's actually pretty ace. Where's my tuner? That's what I was looking for. So let's get it in tune and have a little bit of a listen. There's one thing actually that's a little bit annoying about this, is that there's not space for me to put my clip-on tuner. There we go. There's a fault, a very minor one, but something that I need to figure out how I'm going to deal with that. But anyway, okay, so he was slightly flat. Looks like they've got locking tuners on there as well, which is almost certainly going to help. There's this little rubber here on the nut which is holding the strings on, like holding it into the nut. Tuners feel pretty good. was only... Okay, let's talk about the sound a little bit here. Now, I'm going to bring in my microphone. This is a U87 mic. What you'll be hearing is a mixture of the U87. I will treat it to try and make it sound nice, but that's like a normal thing. I'm not going to try and do any trickery. It'll also be picked up. I've got a little microphone in my hat here, so it'll be picked up by that. Now, I'm going to need to tune this guitar up a few times during the making of this video. That's not the fault of the instrument, just to warn you. These are brand new strings, and no matter what guitar you've got, if you put new strings on, they need stretching in, just to demonstrate it, like exactly how important that is. The guitar is now perfectly in tune. I'm just going to stretch the strings in. Okay, so I'm just holding it at the nut and giving each string a pretty decent pull through, which will speed up the stretching in process. And to try it again, it's a huge difference, right? So the strings need to get stretched in, all strings. This guitar really does sound good. I'm honestly impressed with the sound quality. It's bright and it's punchy. For like playing at a party or playing on a beach or something, it's going to be perfect, because it's quite loud. It's got quite a lot of fun, carry to it, which a lot of those travel guitars, like the backpackery style ones or whatever, they don't have any volume, so they're fine to just carry around and play and practice. But if you actually want to have a sing along, there, pretty drastically going to underperform. This is working. This is a really great guitar. I think they retail at about $700 US, including the bag and stuff. So at that price point, I would say it's better than most of the other guitars, like regular acoustic guitars that I've played. Forgetting the travel part, just like a regular fixed neck acoustic guitar at that price point, this is really going good. This is going great guns. It isn't a high-end thing like my Froggy Bottom or the Maitons or whatever, but it's just a completely different beast. This would be a great guitar for traveling with, for if you've got a workshop. If you're coming on one of my workshops and you're worried about flying with your guitar, being able to pack it away with your laptop and other personal stuff in the bag and take it on the plane is just incredible. I'm thinking like when I go on caravan trips with the family or whatever, rather than having to take a full-size guitar, this is going to be way, way better than that. Like easier to carry, and it just packs away super nice. I'll put all of the techie stuff about these guitars over on the website, but you're probably going to want to know that it's a 24.5-inch scale length. It's a 16-inch neck radius. This guitar is a solid Sitka spruce top, a Pau Ferro, I think it's pronounced, back solid, and then laminate sides is the spec for this thing. Actually, I can't remember what the wood neck was, but yeah, locking tuners. So let's have a little look now at comparing it with the carbon fiber version. So obviously the sound hole's in a different place. It's probably to do with the tonal characteristics, which we'll talk a little bit about in a second, because I want to do just a very quick kind of an A-B swap so you can hear distinctly one to the other, and I'll try and play exactly the same thing, just so we get a bit of a vibe on the sound difference, because it is quite a lot. There's a lot of sound difference going on. So let me just play that same thing I was mucking around with before. So It's lots quieter, the carbon fiber thing. It's less bright and less punchy, but it's nice. It's kind of rounder and richer in some ways as well. For if I was recording with it, I'd probably actually slightly maybe prefer this for some of that thick sound, but that one's definitely punchier. Like if I was playing at a party, playing at a campfire or a barbecue, or playing on a boat or something, I think that would be the winner. Now this is twice as expensive. This is a $1,300 instrument, or $1,299, whatever. It does feel very premium. It feels nice. If I was playing on the beach, I'd probably still feel more confident with the carbon fiber thing. But yeah, the wood is definitely winning. Let me try playing something else. So the conclusion, which one do I like best? Well, they both got different characters, and I wouldn't say really one is better than the other. If I was going to go to a party, I'd probably want the wood one. If I was going on a boat or somewhere where it was likely to get very wet, I'd probably go for the carbon fiber one. If I had to choose just one for general travel party, I'm probably going to choose the wood one over the carbon fiber one. Now, I thought that I'd prefer the carbon fiber, but it's got a mellower thing going on, and I quite like that for some stuff. The bottom end is rounder and nicer, but this is just brighter and punchier. And for most times, if I'm playing outside somewhere or traveling, I want to be heard and I want to be having like a sing-along. And the fact that this feels twice as loud, I'll have a look at the stats when I start mixing the audio for this, but it feels like twice as loud. It's considerably louder, this instrument. For fingerstyle stuff, it's a little bit brighter as well. This one, I feel like it's less defined in the fingerstyle department. You probably noticed that yourself. Yeah, overall the quality of both of these instruments is really good. I'm super impressed. The carbon fiber feels super smooth everywhere. It's really well finished. The only place that looks slightly weird is just inside the sound hole. You can see a little bit of kind of roughness, which looks like a fiberglass coating on the carbon fiber. The workmanship on this one is fantastic. It's really well finished. There's no kind of scuffy bits, or no bits that are sharp, or things that have been left off or whatever. It really does. It feels like a quality instrument, and I'm at the price point of this. I'm really honestly impressed. You know, I'm not getting paid to do this. The only battery I could find is an old funny carbon battery. Not carbon battery. I can't remember what they're called. The ones I use in my old fuzz pedals, because I don't tend to use 9-volt batteries for much anymore. My mate uses a different type. There we go, battery on, and then there's a little pocket in here, which is definitely made easier by the fact that the strings can come off completely rather than having to fiddle about. It's not super easy, but we got there in the end. Okay, let's have a little look-see now. So push it down, click, then screw the jobby up at the back here. back again. So the bag itself has backpack straps that live under here. Obviously I've never had to travel with it yet, but there's it's even got, it looks like it's got a sternum strap as well. So you've got a backpacky bit in there. There's a zip that goes over this. I'm not sure what that is. I'm assuming it's the, oh no, it's just a little top. There's like a little top compartment bit there. It does fall into the main guitar part, so it's not the point where I'd be putting my passport. And on the front you've got, here's your little bag, which has got some goodies in it which I haven't looked at yet. I don't even know what's in them. I'll have to look at that another time. It looks like it's a string winder and guitar pixie type thing, and I think it comes actually with some shims, so you can adjust the neck if you need to. So it's got that little pocket there. It feels like it's got other stuff in it as well. Here we go. What's this? Oh, a truss rod adjuster, and the neck shims are in there. And then there's another bigger compartment here. So like if I'm traveling, here's more stuff. What's this? Piezo pickup module. So maybe I needed to fit something before the electrics worked on that. That might explain why it's not working. And it looks like they've given me a couple of t-shirts as well. I'm not sure everyone gets those, or whether I'm special. Oh, there's another that's the shim kit. I'm not sure. I need to look at all of these accessories and figure out what they all do. But the main, what I wanted to point out here is that like the bag is actually, it's pretty well appointed bag generally. It's got plenty of pockets inside here for storing stuff. So that would, you know, if I'm traveling, it's usually with my daughter, so I need to make sure I've got plenty of travel space. I mean, it's not hard. It's not a hard case, but it's kind of semi-rigid, I suppose. You can't access the neck from here. Not sure why you'd want to. Pocket on the side there for a water bottle. I mean, it's really well thought out. And one thing from chatting to Journey guys a couple of years ago at NAMM, they're definitely passionate about it, and I think that kind of thing weighs heavy for me as well. If people are making stuff, if they're really into it and really passionate about it, then you know they're always going to be trying to figure out ways to make it better. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this review video. Travel guitar is not the kind of thing that I ever anticipated wanting, to be honest, because I'm that guy's a little bit lazy. I've got really good quality flight cases. I stick my good guitars in a flight case and I stick them in the hold on the plane. I don't want to have that fear of carrying my guitar on my back and then getting to the plane door and them go, no, you can't put that in there. You're sticking your Les Paul in the hold. Like, that just fills me with fear. This completely replaces that idea. Like you can be confident that you can take that on the plane. Of course, I'm not going to guarantee that, but it's the size that should be allowed on most airlines, definitely major airlines, maybe not on a small biplane for island hopping or whatever. But do remember as well, you don't necessarily have to use their bag. So what I'm already thinking is, rather than using the big, their travel backpack, I'd rather use my own backpack, because I've got a backpack that I've been using for years and I really like how it's laid out and everything. Fits all my stuff that I need. I might be putting this in my main suitcase. So I've got one of those kind of aluminium suitcases or whatever. So I'd hoof the neck off, shove the sound hole full of socks and undies so that the space isn't wasted, and then carry it that way. So it's only a couple of kilos. It's a very light instrument. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing. Almost certainly I'm going to take this with me to Italy when I do the workshops there later in the year. It's perfect for that. It's got a very punchy mid-range voice for volume there for a campfire situation. I mean, the carbon fiber thing's really good as well. It feels different. The actual feeling of the carbon fiber is different to wood. And I do like the mellowness of it, but definitely for party sort of situations, I'd be maybe going for this one. If I was looking for a guitar for hotel rooms, so I didn't want the volume, I wanted a bit quieter, so like a business traveler kind of thing who's going to be, you know, stuck in a Hilton there and wants a bit of guitar time, then probably the carbon fiber is going to be a better bet. If I was going boating, I'd probably take the carbon fiber, just because I worry about a wood one getting like totally soaked. Might not be a good idea. The carbon fiber one should wipe down. So depending on what you need, you know, you want to think about those two different options. If you get a chance to try them out, I'd definitely go for that. Always a good idea to try a guitar before you buy it, if you can. So look, I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you want me to do some more reviews, what would you like me to do reviews on? because the review pool is a pretty crowded one. Not sure I just want to remake the same videos everyone else is doing. So what's missing? What would you like me to do reviews on? Or is it just my opinion that you'd like me to get involved with reviewing other guitars and amps and pedals and all that sort of stuff? Let me know in the comments below. All the details, of course, will be over on the website, along with thousands more free lesson songs and all of that other fun stuff. I'll see you for plenty more very soon. You'll take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.